I forgot to plug in my phone.
I got you.
Thank you for doing that, buddy. Last week, we talked about Gen 8 again for the second time.
Yay!
And we'll probably keep talking about it. Because there's so much hype around that game, and, you know, we gotta milk content somehow.
We gotta get views somehow. Last week, you got a shiny turtle.
I finally got his shiny Squirtle.
And
oh god, it felt like it took forever.
And here I am with my X amount of eggs. I really hope I look down in the corner of where it's gonna be, because if not, don't edit it.
Listen, you're on the bottom. You would have to be looking this way.
Oh, whatever. I'm not doing it again. Don't even edit it. Don't even edit it. But yeah, I'm here with still Squirtle boy.
You're gonna say you're here with me.
Here I am with Drew, Mr. Wick.
Mr. Wick.
And guess what? I've done it.
He's cleaned out his boxes.
I've
so
cleaned everything out.
He can hunt more now.
So I can go with no consequences.
How exciting.
I'm very,
I emptied out my boxes as well, except for the Caterpies, because I want it to be more accurate to the numbers of the boxes.
To the numbies.
I should have 5, do I? Today, we are going back to our past once more.
Lovely.
To talk about our senior trip and our junior trip.
Yeah, because we did not talk about those.
Our junior trip, we went to Universal, and our senior trip, we went to Disney World.
Yes, so with our school, every year they always take the juniors and seniors on a trip, both years, both of those two places. So yeah, yearly trip, and it came time for us to go to Florida. And I think the first thing we need to talk about is the dang bus ride there.
Hold up. I'm having a brain fart right now.
Okay.
Because
Fought it out.
Was it our senior year we went to?
Senior year we went Disney.
Okay. That's what I thought. And then I remembered in the back of my mind we were with Noah.
That was Universal. Because we took a picture in front of the big globe.
Yeah, but something tells me
That something's wrong.
Well, I had a vlog, an old vlog,
Uh-huh.
where Noah's with us, and it's late at night. We're walking with Becca and Tiny.
That's probably through Epcot and stuff. That's probably at the end of the fireworks show.
But that was in Disney, wasn't it?
Wasn't there one at Epcot?
And Noah wasn't
No,
there
the fireworks
for
show was at Epcot.
Epcot's in Disney. That's a Disney park. So now I'm kind of confused now. Because, in that vlog, we had just seen a fireworks show. Noah is there, and he was only there for our junior trip.
Weren't there fireworks shows for both?
Yeah, but I think it was that one on the lake.
I know, because, that's the only one I can remember. Because I know, there was, that thing in the middle of the lake, and it kind of it opened up. It's the only thing I remember from that fireworks show. And it had bomb music.
I am so...
No, I know for a fact
it was Universal.
We went to Universal in
It was
junior
Universal.
year.
The only way I remember is because I remember we were passing one of those bell ringing games.
Yeah.
And
Tiny
the prizes,
did it, Joseph did it.
The prizes were Simpson themed.
Yeah.
So that had to be Universal, but it felt so much like Disney at that time. And that one video specifically that I'm thinking of.
If Noah was in that video, it was Universal. Yeah. I'll tell you right now.
For some reason, it just felt like Disney vibes to me. Which, they're both very popular theme parks. And, they both kind of have that same vibe. You know, you look around, there's popular media franchises everywhere.
Yeah.
Big coasters, all that jazz.
Yeah, because Noah was not with us senior year, and that was Disney.
So, I guess let's go in order.
Alright.
Junior year. How much do you remember before the trip?
before the trip?
Yeah, like let's lead up to like getting ready for the trip.
I don't remember jack squat about that.
I remember being excited.
Well, I was probably excited, duh.
This is after having drama with Mike, which if you guys don't know that there's a whole episode.
Well, Mike
on
started
shiny
the gang
hunting.
war.
Yeah, it's called Mike Starts a Gang War. So this is in the middle of all of that. This trip was.
Yeah.
So Mike didn't really hang out with us for our junior trip.
He hung out with Pud. Or
We
anyone,
hanged out.
Anyone else that could stand him.
We hanged out with Tiny, Squid. Was Morgan and Brooke with us?
That was.
I know they were there for.
That was senior year. We had Becca and Ansley.
Were they with us the whole trip?
Not the whole trip. I know they were with us like the first day.
I remember that. I knew that one.
No, because I remember like someone took a picture of like me, Morgan, and Brooke like playing a bongo or something.
I did. I took the picture.
You took the picture?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, they weren't with us. I don't think.
We switched out our 2 girls for 2 other girls. And
Well, because Becca was with us in the video you were talking about at night.
that was the first video at night. Is that when her and Tiny were having a thing?
They were having something.
So I think that was at that
so.
same time period.
I think so. Yeah. And Ansley always hung out with Becca. So yeah, that makes sense. But in the video, wasn't Aaron and Brooke with us?
Well, we were kind of all together at the very end.
I guess at the end,
I think
we were walking back.
Because, yeah, we all watched the fireworks show.
Yeah.
Together. I remember... Okay, we're thinking too far ahead. So, do you remember the bus ride there?
The only thing I remember about the dang bus ride is we had to get off every like 2 hours.
That was so annoying. So, why did they do it this way? We had to show up at what, like
midnight?
Midnight?
I think
we
so.
left at midnight.
I think like either like 11 to 12. We
had to show up at our school at midnight.
If it wasn't that, it was late at night.
I think it was like 9 o'clock. I'm thinking 9 o'clock.
It was whatever. It was pretty late at night.
And like, we were all getting on this bus very, very late. None of us had any sleep. So the plan was to sleep on the way to Disney.
Yes.
But they had a schedule to manually wake us up every 2 hours to get off the bus, go use the bathroom.
Made to get off the bus.
Yeah, we had no choice. It wasn't, you could stay in here if you don't have to use the bathroom.
Like, if you don't have to go or don't want to get anything at the gas station, you can stay in here.
No, you have to wake up.
Get off the dang bus.
You have to wake up and go.
They turned the lights on.
We had a bathroom in the bus.
We did have a
and
bathroom.
We still stopped at every bathroom. Like,
that is the only thing I remember about that darn bus ride.
I feel like it was the teachers. I feel like the teachers' bladders are so old they had to pee every single 2 hours, and they made sure to make it work in their schedule. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to pee in 2 hours. Make sure that we get off.
It's like they do that on the regular, even at home.
Yeah, I think they do. I think they specifically scheduled it for them because we're all young at that time. Like, none of us had to pee every 2 hours. Not even the women. Yeah. Like, we were forced to get off every single 2 hours.
Ugh.
And, like, it was so hard to fall asleep in those seats.
Yeah,
they were bus seats.
The seats
and we had to share beside each other.
The seats weren't comfortable enough to begin with. And then being woken up every 2 hours. And, like, once I'm up, I am up.
Yeah, I can't go back to sleep.
Like, there's a difference between me waking up and be like, oh, no, I don't want to be this way and just going back to sleep.
On the very first day.
But, like, I get up, stand up, go outside, walk around, like, 10, 15 minutes. I ain't gonna go back to sleep.
Yeah, I can't maintain that sleepiness. Like, it was so hard to, like...
Like, the first day we got... and we didn't even go to the hotel. Like, we left the school at night, stopped every 2 hours, had to get off the bus, none of us got any sleep, and we went straight to the park.
Like, don't get me wrong. I understand the fact of, let's sleep on the way there. That way, it kind of, like, zooms by. Because it kind of did feel fast.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, don't do that if you're going to wake me up every 2 hours.
Yeah.
because that was the driving problem. It was, if you just let me sleep there for 8 hours, we'll be good.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Because I understand that part. I understand not wanting to spend an entire day awake for 8 hours and feeling like mentally exhausted.
Yeah. And like kind of like saves the day too.
Yeah, but we were like just tired.
We were just so tired that first day. We went to we did get breakfast before we went to the park though. Where did we go? Golden Corral?
No, Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
Yes, I remember that. I remember I was so excited at Cracker Barrel. It was me, you, Squid, Tiny. Was it
Noah.
just? Yeah, Noah.
I think it was just us.
Yeah, it was just us
hanging
at
out
that
at Cracker
table.
Barrel.
That was a good time. I remember. I had like I do remember something, which this happened to you. It was in the bathroom.
I was. This is what I was laughing at.
Okay,
'cause
go
I was
ahead.
Remembering
Go
that.
ahead, because this is your story.
Was this junior year?
Yeah,
I think
junior
it was. So here we are in a Florida Cracker Barrel.
year.
I think we're like kind of like wrapping up eating and everything, and like I'm gonna go to the bathroom, gonna go take a dump in the restroom. So I go in the restroom, go in the fall stall, because I'm cool, and I'm just sitting there. I'm dead tired. I don't want to be alive at this moment. Like, I just want to go to bed, but I also want to be at the park. It's conflicting emotions. Well, the door opens, and like some random dude comes in. I'm assuming I don't know who it is. To this day, I still hope it's someone I don't know. And this dude, there was only 2 stalls in the restroom, so he gets in the one directly next to me. And he sits down, and I'm not even thinking about it, like, whatever. Man sits down, and I'm not kidding, like, not even like a second later, it was all just.
He had been holding that for months.
Most intense poo I've ever heard in my life. Like, that was extreme pooing right there. So, he unleashed the gates inside of him. Everything happened all at once. And it stopped. It was silent. It waited like 3 beats, just. And then all I hear. Wow. Bro, I almost burst out laughing. I didn't want to so much. I was like,
wow.
I was like cupping my mouth with both my hands. I was laughing so hard.
Oh god.
And he left, and like I was still laughing when he was leaving. I spent like another 5 minutes in there. I came back to the table. I'm like, y'all will never believe what I just experienced.
I remember you telling us that at that table. Oh man, I was so tired. I remember being so tired, but I was like, so excited too.
My first experience in Florida was some big man.
That was great.
Destroying a Cracker Barrel toilet.
I remember Noah almost not being able to go. Like, he had to save money in order to go on this trip.
Yeah.
And it was very important that he got to go with us, because he knew that he was leaving next year.
Yeah.
And so the trip was a really big deal for him. I remember that, and I'm so glad he got to go.
Yeah.
Because of that fact.
Oh goodness, but I think that was like really the only highlights for the on the way there thing.
Yeah, I think so too. I can't remember anything. I think we stopped at Walmart for a little bit.
Why did we stop at Walmart?
I don't know.
Why would we do that?
The teachers, you know how the
What
teachers
are we gonna do?
are.
Take snacks into the park? What are we doing? We can't do that.
Like going to a gas station before a movie theater.
Yeah.
Sneak this in your pocket.
We can't just stuff candy in our shirts and stuff in our purses. And
They will never know.
We can't do that crap.
Universal won't know.
So, like we said, we didn't go to the hotel or anything. We didn't drop our stuff off. That was because that all was just still chilling in the bus. We just went straight to the park.
Yep.
And probably the most miserable day at the park was the first day, just because we were all so dead tired.
Yeah, we were so tired.
But
I wouldn't say that ruined the day.
It didn't ruin it. I mean, we were all like still excited to be there. We didn't like let it ruin it, but like we kind of just felt
so many cool things to look at.
We kind of just felt
I was so excited because that was a park I'd never been to. I've been to Disney like 5 or 6 times before our senior trip.
See, I've never been to Universal. I've never been to Disney.
Yeah, so that was our first time at Universal together.
Yes.
And we both never like seen it beforehand. Big highlights of being in Universal. I remember the Terminator thing that we did together. That was kind of cool to look at.
The Terminator thing.
Yeah, it was like a ride. Well, it wasn't a ride. It was like a show thing.
Uh-huh.
I remember they had like Terminator props and like cases and stuff.
Hmm.
I thought that was kind of cool.
See, I barely remember anything about Universal.
I'm about to refresh your memory.
Please do.
They had a Marvel section, and me and you, I mean, we
probably geeked out over that.
geeked out. We checked out the stores. Every store with Marvel stuff we thought was cool.
Yeah,
We
I
went
believe
in.
that.
We both didn't have that much money at the time,
course.
so we didn't buy anything.
You didn't
really.
buy crap, dude.
I bought a magnet, like a Universal magnet. It wasn't even Marvel themed, but it was in that Marvel store. They had Marvel rides. They had
Didn't they have like
a
Hulk?
Spider-Man show, a Spider-Man 3D show that we did like 3 or 4 times.
Really?
Yes, and we did it with Becca and Ansley. I remember them being on.
Didn't
the
they like scream or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a fun ride. Even like it was a 3D show, and like we were in this ride where it was moving.
Yeah, it was like yeah.
Yeah, it was physically moving, but there was like a 3D show happening in front of you the entire time.
Yeah.
And they had like the seat rumbling, of course, and like
I remember
they'd
that.
spray you with water.
Yeah, that's what they screamed at. I remember that.
There in that show there were villains. There were there was a symbiote character, Scream.
Ooh.
Yeah. So like I don't even think I knew about Scream at that point. Well, I kind of knew, but I didn't know too much about her.
Yeah.
Dr. Octopus was in it, of course.
Green Goblin probably.
There was a water villain, which I don't think is that popular.
Was it one of the elementals?
Yeah, it looked like an elemental. His whole body was water, but that's the part of the ride where it sprays water at you.
Yeah.
Hobgoblin, he was in there. I remember him throwing his bombs.
Yeah.
I feel like there's one more character, but I might be mistaken. That's all I can remember. But I remember riding that so many times.
Yeah.
That was our most, like, because the line was so short. So we could ride it over and over and over again.
Okay.
So did that refresh your memory at all?
I remember the ride. I don't, like, remember the ride itself. I just remember, like, Beck and Nancy, like, screaming at the ride or something.
I've noticed, like, I used to think my memory was worse than yours, but, like...
No, mine sucks.
Having these conversations with you, I realized my memory...
sucks.
Because, like, all those are, like, core memories for me. Even, like, the small stuff that doesn't matter, I try to remember it all. Everything in high school I try to remember, even though it's not really relevant now.
Yeah.
But one day, if I happen to like win the lottery, I want to make an animation about true events in our lives. So I hold on to that.
Was Universal the trip where Michael like approached a bird or something? Or was that Disney?
I have like a smidge, but I need to.
It was
help getting there.
It was like a flamingo, but it wasn't a flamingo.
I think I remember that.
It had like long legs. It wasn't as tall. It was like yay high.
Yeah, I think I remember him. I think it was like a crane.
A crane. Yeah. That's
him walking up to a crane.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't think he got close enough though.
I think like he's like inching towards it. I remember him like there was a little fenced off area, like a chained off area. It said like "Do not cross this line."
Do not cross. And then he got behind it, and I took a picture of him.
Yeah.
Do not cross it.
Being a rebel. I remember that. Was that Universal or Disney?
I want to say Universal.
There we go.
But like we were still like having drama with him. So it's kind of weird.
I think we were trying to rebuttal all that.
Kinda. We were trying to ignore it and just have fun in Universal.
Yeah.
So it was weird being with him. We would only see him like once or twice on the trip.
Yeah.
There was there was 2 more Marvel rides I can think of.
Wasn't there a Hulk one?
Yes, there was a Hulk one, and that was a full-on roller coaster.
Yeah, I remember the Hulk
where
one.
it shoots you off.
Yes.
At a like a 70-degree angle, maybe. The whole thing's colored green and purple. Waiting in line was pretty cool because they had like little Hulk themed comic stuff. That was a good ride. That was a fun ride. We rode that one twice, I think.
I remember that one.
And then there was one more, which me and Squid did not want to do this, but we're like, you know what? We're gonna get over our fear. We're gonna do this.
Heck yeah. So
me and Squid were like directly beside each other. I did something to scare him.
Nice. What ride was it?
It was okay. It's one of those rides where you go straight up and then it drops you.
Oh, like a dropper.
Yeah, me and him were terrified of those rides.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But like, I think like once we got to the top, like I quickly like hit his leg. It was something like that. He's like, I hate you, because I knew me and him both were like so like, you know, suspensed and tightening up.
Yep.
But like the way I get over things is I make it comedic.
Yeah.
Like when me and you fall out of a plane this year, I'm gonna do something stupid. It'll probably get us killed, but like that's how I deal with suspense.
He's like, saved your life.
Oh wait, he's supposed to be strapped to that guy.
What I wanted to do was when we go skydiving was I wanted to be strapped to the dude. And
Go on.
I
You'll get your wish, buddy. Hopefully.
like when we're about to like jump out of the plane, I wanted to talk to him about this before. I wanted to do the thing where like our turn, I'll be like, well guys, this is it. If I don't see you guys after this, I just wanted you guys to know, and I wanted him to jump.
I really wonder how much we'll be able to film in that plane.
Oh no!
Because like I want to capture us like on the way up, us being scared, but I don't know if I can get all that. I might only be able to get shots of us falling out.
Yeah.
But like the most suspenseful part is being in the plane, not jumping out yet. That's the most suspenseful part.
I think the most suspenseful part is like the guy being like, "All right, you're next," and then the big burly military dude just pushing us towards the door.
I'm gonna be so freaking terrified. Listen, okay, so I was watching a movie. I don't know what it was, but there was a scene where they were jumping out of a plane, and I'm watching it on this giant TV. So like, it sometimes feels so immersive.
Yeah.
And like, there was a small like 30 seconds where my heart was starting to beat fast, and I'm because I'm thinking of myself.
That's gonna be you.
I'm thinking of myself. I'm like, this isn't just a fake little scene that I'm watching. This is something I'm going to experience within a few months.
Like 3 months.
And I'm like, I'm watching that. I'm like, I'm going to crap my pants. Because I used to have a fear of heights.
Yeah.
I've gotten better because at my job, I've had to like stand on 50-foot ladders.
Yeah.
And you cannot be scared while being on a 50-foot ladder.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of taught me to like, you know, grow numb to heights. But I've never had to jump off a ladder. so that fear of heights comes back a little bit.
You're about to jump off a really tall ladder, big man.
A freaking like,
That's
what, 5,000 foot ladder? Am I higher?
That ladder's gonna be very tall and it's gonna be moving.
I'm gonna be so freaking terrified. That, like, when we get back from the beach, let's do a shiny race where we talk about the entire trip, and that's gonna be a big portion of that trip.
Let's do a shiny race at the trip.
Do you think Tiny will jump? I don't think he'll go.
You don't think so?
Me,
you don't think he'd do that?
Me, you, Pac, Mike, Kayla are like fully committed. Yes, we're doing it, even if we're like scared as crap. We're doing it. We're dedicated.
Well, we're gonna be made to do it.
Tiny, this whole time has been like, no, I ain't doing that.
That's
what are you, retards?
It's a no. Like that was it. That was Tiny. No. It gets
That's
higher.
exactly how he says.
It's like higher and louder as like that no progresses.
But I have not got him to even like consider the idea yet, so I don't know if he'll actually do it with us. But like he's like one of the main members of the group.
Well, if he doesn't do it, we can just make fun of him for it.
That is true. I do like that idea.
We do like making fun of him.
Cause like if I'm saying I'm gonna do it now and end up not doing it, you guys kind of have the right to make fun of me.
Yeah.
After doing it and me not being.
Because once we like get up in that plane,
oh, we're jumping.
We're doing it.
There is no debate.
There was one way down, buddy.
And like they will push you to the edge.
Oh, they will
to get you off. Cause like if you go if the guy flies away too far, you're missing the landing zone.
Yeah.
And so
that'll
he
get
needs
the worker
to get you
in trouble.
out.
Oh yeah, so you can like try to like hold on to the door and everything. My man has been in the military. He is stronger than you. You're done.
True. I'm so short. I hope I get paired with like an 8-foot dude. I hope my legs just dangle. I'm just like, no!
You're
walking all the way to the exit.
You're gonna be like a father and a baby, like the baby, like in this little carrot.
That's why I want it filmed in the plane. Do a freak out scene.
I would love a point of view of that. See, I don't know how much we're gonna like. If we are able to film in the plane, anyways, I don't think we'd be able to hear anything either.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's gonna be like one of those.
But they do have little headsets where they can talk to each other. Which, if we're jumping out of the plane, they probably won't even bother putting them on us.
Yeah.
Um,
Those things gonna fly off.
Wow, we've completely gone away from the conversation.
Okay, this is funny.
But like, it is something to talk about and think about.
Yeah.
Cause like, I mean, we're doing it. You know, I really had no desire to jump out of a plane until I thought about, you know, the word radical would work in our list of beach trips.
Those Dawn beach trips.
And I'm like, yeah, like go-karts is pretty radical, but we need to like go to like the highest extreme we can do. What's the most extreme thing we could do? Oh yeah, ending our lives out of a plane. I'm like, that's pretty radical.
Oh my goodness. I've been seeing like a few people have been jumping out of planes this year.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm like, why? Why is it this year?
Every month gets closer and closer. I'm like, crap. And you know, I don't know if you read the message that I sent in the group chat, but Saturday is the only day where we can get in a big plane where we can all jump together. And that would be the day directly after we get there.
We're gonna have to do that day after.
Yeah, the day after we get to the beach. On the bright side, it'll be over and we won't be like worried the entire trip thinking about it. So it's kind of like rip the band-aid off immediately. It's like day 1 we got groceries. Day 2 we jumped out of a plane. But in a way I kind of wish that was further on in the beach trip to be like more of a finale thing. But that's going to be more of an opener thing now.
Oh dear God. See, like, I'm not like scared about it right now.
I'm fine. I'm like joking about it, content about being in the spot I am in right now. But I know for a fact I'm gonna be terrified.
Oh yeah.
Like the day of specifically. I might not get sleep that night.
Let's just not tell anyone when it is.
Well, I told them in the group chat, so they would have to not read.
Well, I didn't read.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, okay, well, it's Saturday's only. I mean, they have other days available, but
Saturday's just one.
if we go in a group
together.
If we go in a group of 5 or more people, we get a discount, $20 off per person.
So we do have 5 people.
Yeah, we have 6 people going. If everyone who's going,
we have 6. Me, you, Pack, my Kayla.
Us 2, Pack. Oh, Jess.
My Kayla and Jess. Oh,
Jess said she'll do it.
Jess is jumping out of a plane.
I'm like,
oh,
Jess. I told her. I'm
my
like,
goodness.
I told her we're gonna be jumping out of a plane. Would that be something you're interested in? And she just smiles and goes, yeah. Like she got really excited. Like,
oh,
she didn't say much,
my.
but she like the expression in her face. I'm like, yep, she's definitely gonna do it with us.
Oh my! I don't know how much you're gonna be able to be hearing during that fall. After we jump out, like the descent.
I want you to do your thing.
That's what I mean. That was what I was thinking about. Like
you have to plan it perfectly. Like be looking the other way, away from the GoPro, and then just. That's when we'll do it.
Oh my gosh, I don't want my emotions to get the better of me because when I'm falling, I'm just gonna.
We're gonna be falling for quite a while, and like after like the first.
I'm gonna have time to think about my life.
After like the first 5 seconds, I heard it's just kind of peaceful, like it feels like you're floating. And I feel like you'll have time to look around and be like, oh, that's beautiful. And then I think you'll also have time to be like, okay, I have to do it now.
Oh wait, I can breathe right now.
Yeah.
What is happening in the group chat?
What are they talking about? Did Tiny reply to my message?
He was asking like what time we were planning on getting to dinner.
Okay, did someone
Which
answer him?
was 6:30.
Did they change it?
No. I think Hannah was like, we originally planned for 6:30, but if you need to show up at like 7, that's fine.
Okay.
So
I hope he's good for tomorrow then.
so Tay maybe here. I need to get this turtle. We also need to get back to Universal.
Yeah.
And
I'm having so much fun talking about the plane though. Like honestly, like
it's gonna be wild.
it's gonna be so exciting.
It's gonna be insane.
I just hope I get so much good content out of that.
You know, if someone doesn't make it,
We name it the Tragical
Beach Trip. There we go.
Which one would it be?
Probably me.
I thought of something horrible. Like we're able to...
My guy's like, we're falling too fast. Unbuckles me.
It's like the footage survived, and we have the scene where you go ding ding. You look at the camera, do your nod thing,
and
then it pauses, and it zooms out on a picture beside your casket.
Of that picture of me, of the edited picture of me with the sunglasses,
pixelated glasses. Today we're here to mourn the past,
and it's you.
I'm Father Drew, preaching at your funeral. For those who don't know, I'm ordained, so I'm a father now. I did that as a joke too. All my jokes keep coming into real life. It's dangerous. Oh no.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm literally a prophet, so not me, please.
Yeah, let's hope no one dies. That would really put a damper on things, especially it being that Saturday, only the second day of the trip.
That would really put a damper on the trip, and we don't want to do that.
Kinda don't die, please. If you can help it, I mean.
You can help it?
Like, try to, like, land, like, that, you know?
Hold on. I heard something, Will. This dude, I don't think this was a real thing. It's just something this dude, like, believed. He said, like, if he was to jump out of a plane without a parachute, he would aim for a mountain and run.
Just start getting momentum, like his legs just...
I'm like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
You know, there has been stories of people falling out of planes and being completely fine.
Surviving. But how many of the people who have fallen out of a plane without a parachute, what's the ratio of them living to them dying?
It depends on how you land. It really does. Because here's what happens. We talked about this in class one day.
Oh man.
The air, if you fall from a certain level,
air friction.
Air starts to push you up.
Yeah.
And it starts to lower your speed. And
like extend your body out and like curve your body or something.
Yeah, like in GTA. Like if you ever notice, if you spread your whole body in GTA,
it kind of like
start falling slower and your body
game logic
like, comes up.
We're basing life off GTA.
But yeah, people have like lost conscience, like being flew in a tornado and then coming back down with no broken bones.
Yeah. Because the body just like goes limb and there's no like.
That's another thing.
Tension.
Dude, you have to have no tension when you land. Which is going to be freaking hard. You're going to hit the ground.
Yeah, if I'm falling out of a plane with no parachute, hurtling towards the ground at terminal velocity, I just go numb.
Yeah, that's going to be so hard.
Just ragdoll.
Like, I don't know the proper way to land either. I don't think you should land on your feet. I think that's going to hurt.
No, here's what you do.
I know people have the idea of breaking their legs, but at least they survive the fall. But
we're going to Texaco in... our city.
There's only one Texaco.
No, there's not.
Is there
They
not?
built one here.
Oh. In our city.
Yes, in our city.
Oh yeah. Oh, that kind of confused me for a second. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So it's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes away.
All right.
It's not the one we usually go to.
So I like the one we go to though.
I actually haven't been to the new one, so I'm excited.
I haven't either. I don't think.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Let's get back to Universal.
Universal. Rabbit holes.
I'm trying to think of more rides because the rides are really the main attraction. There was two Harry Potter rides. Roller coasters.
I was about to say I remember Harry Potter World.
Harry Potter World was so cool.
The stupid dragon.
The dragon.
Oh,
there's a dragon in like this castle thing that blows fire every 15 minutes, and so we waited.
until it would
So,
blow fire, and so we can get.
I had a
picture of it, of
friend
course.
who wanted me to like record a video of that dragon breathing fire for her. So I'm like, okay, how hard can it be?
We waited for a while. It
We-
felt like forever.
Waited so, and my phone had like 5%. So like I'm just trying to get that video from my friend. Like I'm just staring at the dragon. I'm just out there outside of the Butterbeer place, and I'm just like just waiting. It's just waiting,
Yeah.
just recording for nothing. And then I think I did get the video. Either I did get the video on 2%, or my phone was on 2%. I'm like, I'm just gonna save my battery in case something happens.
And then it went off.
And then it did it. One of those two things happened. But I think I did get the video though.
I think you did.
I think I did.
That was
sorry
another
about
thing
that.
we got to talk about. The Butterbeer.
Oh!
That's like the #1 attraction in Harry Potter world, other than the dragon, of
Oh,
course.
it's so good.
It was so good.
It's so good.
Like, that's the #1 thing you have to do if you go to Universal,
Yes.
which my parents have said it. Well, mainly my mom has said it. Other people, I always hear them talk about it. I'm like, okay, we'll try the Butterbeer when we go. And, like, we tried it. And I'm like, oh, this is amazing. I understand why the store is so huge and people are so many people are in line.
Feel
We're
the
in it.
Lord in this Chili's tonight. Come on.
We just got regular Butterbeer, but
Yes.
I think there was like frozen Butterbeer, which if I ever go again, I'm trying the
I'm getting
frozen version as
All
well.
of the Butterbeer.
So
I'm
good,
getting all of it.
so freaking good. You can buy like fake copies of it in like candy stores,
Yeah.
but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not.
but, like,
the
every
same.
time
like,
we
they,
go-
they make it
Yeah.
in the store.
Every time we go to the beach, we go to this, like, this big place. It's called, I don't want to say, should I say what it's called?
Just say candy store. It's a big candy store.
It's like this whole big place where, like, a lot of stores are, and there's a candy store, big old candy store there. And they have, like, little bottles of Butterbeer. Not the same, but it still tastes pretty darn good.
Yeah, it's still good.
It's still great and
Can't beat like
lovely.
having like
Not the authentic
the
Butterbeer.
real made in front of you Butterbeer.
Oh, lovely.
Like that stuff was so good.
Oh, it's so good.
Um,
What else do I remember about Universal?
I remember the Simpsons area. They had like a Simpsons what's it called? Quickie Mark. I think that was it. Quickie Mark.
Yeah.
where it was like completely accurate to the show,
Mm-hmm.
and of course you had like some big, cutout characters
Yeah.
in there as well. I think there was a homeless man frozen in one of the freezers.
Nice.
I think I remember that. That whole store was pretty cool. I was watching The Simpsons like when it was actually good during that time, so like I knew all the characters and all that, so that was kind of exciting.
Was Universal the one where, like, we went to, like, that stunt show?
Describe the stunt show to me, because we went to a few stunt shows in Disney with cars and stuff.
That may be the one I'm thinking of. Like, the one thing I remember is, like, some dude rode up on a motorcycle, shot some dude off a building. Like, dude said,
Yeah, I remember that. I think that was Disney.
I think that was Disney.
I think it was.
I think it was, because I think I do remember sitting next to Brooke at that one. Jay was also there.
Yeah, that was
Disney? That's so weird.
Well, I've been to Disney a few times, like I mentioned, and they always had like a car stunt show as well.
I feel like that would...
Because I also
Yeah,
at the end they had like a little Lightning McQueen
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was Disney.
Okay. That makes it Disney. There you go.
Which I have gone to that same show before, and before they had Lightning McQueen as a character in that show, they had Herbie.
Herbie! Yes!
Herbie! I loved seeing Herbie.
Oh,
like,
Herbie.
That was so cool.
Herbie. Let's see. I honestly don't remember a lot about Universal. I don't remember, like, anything else.
I'm trying to think of...
I remember a lot of Disney. What else
There
you
was a
got?
Transformers ride, and like the line for that ride wasn't long, but the path to get to the ride was very long. 'Cause
Yeah.
there were so many like paths and turns you
Yeah.
had to go through.
Yeah.
There was cool props,
Mhm.
really cool props.
Wasn't there, like,
Transformers props.
Wasn't there, like, a big old Transformer, like, mechanic out there?
Yeah, like there was so much. That was super cool. We went to
I'm trying to think.
we went to Medieval Times. Was that our first year or second year?
We did it both years.
Was there not a pirate one we went to?
No, we did not go to Pirate Voyage.
Okay, I did that with my family.
Yeah, both of those were medieval times. For
Okay.
us. Now, I remember junior year medieval times. I remember that one. The only reason wait, no, was it senior year?
It was senior year. Because Aaron wanted to sit with me. That's the only one I remember, because me and her were, like, having a good time eating turkey legs.
No, I'm trying to think of the one where I forgot to bring dress clothes. Because, like, we had to bring, like, a pair of, like, jeans or, like, khaki pants.
Why did we have to look nice for medieval times?
I don't know.
We're like, greasing up our fingers with, like, all the big amounts of food there.
Yeah.
It's a place for, like, you know, kids to have a good time. It's like an authentic Chuck E. Cheese.
Authentic Chuck E. Cheese.
Like, it's not somewhere, it's not church.
Chuck E. Cheese for
Right.
adults.
They're not preaching up there. Why did we have to look nice? I know why. Because our school had an ego problem, and they want, well, other kids are going to see us, and they want us, you know, we gotta look
They ain't never gonna see
professional.
us again. They ain't never gonna meet them.
Our school was so worried about impressing others. Like, it was
Yeah.
it was full out ridiculous. I'm like, we're in Florida. We're not gonna get any people looking at our school and saying, those kids are nicely dressed. I'm going to move to North Carolina, and I'm going to send them to that school.
Yeah.
Like, no, just let us have fun. Let us wear whatever.
Yeah, but like I think it was junior year medieval times where I forgot to bring the dress
Did
clothes.
you get in trouble?
No. Yeah, it was junior year. So I forgot to bring like a pair of jeans or something. And guess who's so someone in our class bought an extra pair of jeans. Guess who it was? Guess who it was?
Was it someone in our group at that time?
Yes and no?
Mike?
Yes.
Wow.
So I
you
borrowed,
had to confront
I borrowed
emo Mike.
a pair of jeans from Michael, and this was during his skinny phase,
Oh no.
his twig phase. Those jeans were so tight, and I'm not talking about like just at the waist. I'm talking about like right up in here as well. Like this area was like
You made them
hurting.
skinny jeans.
Yeah. When I put them on, they were skinny jeans to me.
He
I
was
wasn't-
so skinny.
I was in pain.
And you guys are like close to the same height. So he was just super thin and you were just kind of like
I had thick thighs.
thick thighs. Oh god.
Big thick thighs. So that was in pain, and that's like the one thing I remember from like that year's medieval times. That's the only thing I remember.
That
from
might have
medieval
been Disney.
times. No, I don't.
Do you remember being beside me? Because, like I said, I
don't think I did sit next to you.
and that's rare for us. so
I
that was probably when
think
I was with
on,
Aaron.
I think
and
I
you
was
were-
on the other side of Aaron. No, I wasn't. Who was I sitting next to? I can't remember.
Probably like Brooke or someone.
It's always Brooke.
It's always Brooke. Brooke's always there.
No, I don't think it was. I really don't think I sat next to you. Because I remember you sitting next to Aaron. This was junior year?
Yeah.
Ew. I can't remember. I want to say Joseph.
Yeah, I mean that would check.
I want
That
to
would
say
check out.
Joseph.
That would check out.
I don't know. Whatever. Unimportant.
Yeah, not too important. So that was medieval times. And what else did we do on that trip? Because now I'm getting to the part where I'm having problems
trouble.
remembering.
Well, wasn't like medieval times like one of the last things we did?
Yeah, I know it was exclusive to Universal. I remember, okay, the main thing I remember in Universal is the first night we watched a fireworks show. We were having a good time. We were all hyped. This is where I was like recording us.
I have an
Everyone
idea.
was having a good time.
I have an idea.
What is your idea?
I'm gonna go to the vlog channel.
Oh boy. Pull up these archived
Pull up
vlogs.
these videos just so I can see. Let's see. Just doing random stuff. Vlogs in order.
There you go.
Universal Adventure. Yeah, that's the one. That's
So it was
Tiny
Universal.
and
For some
Becca.
reason, it felt so much like Disney when we first started talking about this.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
You know what was Universal?
What?
A
Oh,
whopping
yeah. Sure.
over 30,000K view video
Yeah.
titled, and I quote,
Are you sure you want to tell them before you do?
"Shirtless Wrestling." And the thumbnail is me and Tiny.
Just shirtless.
Shirtless,
Wrestling.
holding each other.
It was so cringy. And I'm like, that's not even the main focus.
Oh yeah, these
the main
vlogs...
focus is just me talking about
Oh yeah.
our day and what happened.
Hold on, how long was that vlog? That vlog was literally 5 minutes on the dot. Probably like more than half of that was just you talking about the day.
Yeah, I was doing that every single day we were there. I'm like, we're at the place. I was recording on an iPod 5. So I'm like, the battery would die really fast in the public. So the only time I could really record is when we got home.
Uh-huh.
So I could talk about the day.
Yeah.
Are you still recording?
Oh yeah, I was seeing what time we're at.
Oh, okay. What time are we at?
Like almost 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't talked much.
We ain't talked about Disney yet.
Um,
Is Disney gonna be its own thing?
yeah.
Might as well.
There's more stuff in Disney, I remember. Than
Yeah, because
Universal.
I remember more stuff about Disney.
But like I just wanted to like make this vlog or this video specifically about
Yeah.
them. But yeah, I vlogged every single night to talk about the day because I didn't have enough battery to film a lot of the stuff we were going through.
Mhm.
Um,
So
I do remember one thing. Actually, was this Disney?
what was it?
Tiny brought up like a game that was like rated T or rated M, and he put it on top of the shelf.
Of
So,
like the dresser or something.
so Mr. Horn wouldn't see it. And then
I think he like came, like our teacher came like to every room or something. Did he do that?
yeah. He's like, he walked in, he's like, okay, listen, if you guys have anything that you're not supposed to have, you're not gonna get in trouble. I'm not gonna take it away.
Like, if you give it to me now.
Like, just let me know. And Tiny's like, okay. And he goes over and pulls it off the top of the shelf. And Mr. Horn's like, why was it on top of the shelf where I wouldn't see it? It's like, and then he kept it. He took it.
Which, hold on, like,
Which you should know better not to. You shouldn't trust teachers on
you
anything.
know what's funny? He gave him a game, like not the console.
Yeah, he gave him the video game
Like,
specifically.
why do you just have a game?
Why did you hide that up there where I won't be able to see it?
The console's up there as well and everything, and
It's just
there's
completely
a TV
off.
up there.
We also watched Nacho Libre at night one day.
Did we?
Yeah, me and Squid were so excited about it because we love Nacho Libre. You don't remember us watching Nacho Libre?
I do not.
We watched it at night after like one of the days.
I do not remember that.
Man, that was like a core memory in itself.
Was this Was it?
We're recording.
Hey! Hi. What's this?
Yours?
What is that? Throw it to me.
It looks like
These might be Jason's. Because he loses them
an
everywhere.
AirPod thing. You don't have
I
those.
think
These
they're
aren't
mine.
yours?
I don't use AirPods.
And you have
That's
a
mine. That's for you actually. I bought that for you.
Is that the gift? The
That's
shirt?
That's not a shirt.
It's not a shirt.
One of our HDMI things has been buggy, so I'm using
Oh.
yours right now.
Oh, so that's Ditwick Mom.
Ditwick Mom.
Dit Mom.
So I bought you a new one.
Wait,
Um,
no, hold on. No, yours was the buggy one. I gave mine to you,
Yeah.
so you bought me one to replace your buggy thing.
Well, when you make it sound like that, it doesn't sound like a gift.
No, didn't you say you bought me a shirt?
I did.
Where's
well,
this shirt? Where is it?
I got refunded the money because they ran out, so I have to re-buy it because Prime Day apparently they had like so many workers overworked or whatever, and they didn't do it.
No.
So I had problems with that. But it should still be on there, and I should be able to get a new one for you.
Okay.
But
Good,
I
good.
think you'll really like the shirt.
Good.
Anyways, yeah, Nacho Libre. I remember us watching that and Universal. That was fun.
Was Universal the trip of creepy, scary things?
No,
That was Disney?
that was Disney.
Okay.
All right, so before we move on to Disney, is there anything else you can
Are we
think
gonna
of?
have time for Disney? Because we're sitting at 50 minutes right now.
Okay, fine. We can make this specifically about Universal,
Okay.
and the next the next one will be Disney. And, you know, Tiny and Pack are probably going to be with us tomorrow. We could probably talk about the Disney trip with Tiny. Because I'm sure he would like to talk about, you know, the creepy stuff.
Creepy, scary things, paranormal things.
Yeah, we had like a paranormal event, which
Stay tuned. We'll
Like-
find out about that.
it doesn't happen very often, especially in our lives. So when it did happen, it was kind of freaky.
Yeah, it was wild.
So yeah, we'll just talk about Universal in this episode.
Let's see, what else can we talk about? Oh, this is like...
Well, I'm running out of stuff to talk about in Universal because, like,
Mm-hmm.
there was penguins.
Yes, there was! Yes, there was
Where were the
penguins!
penguins at?
There were penguins there, I remember! Oh my god!
You know how I remember this?
How could I forget the penguins?
I remember this only because on one of our very old vlogs,
SeaWorld!
there's a SeaWorld.
We went to
yes, we
SeaWorld!
went to SeaWorld. That's why.
Oh my...
This was during our Universal trip. How can I forget SeaWorld? We rode like the roller coasters.
The Mantine!
We rode it like 5 times in a row because like there was no one there.
Hold on. You remember on the... What was it? The Mantine? The Manatine? What was
It
it?
was like Manta Ray or something.
Manta Ray? I kept wanting
The
to say...
Stingray.
I kept wanting to say Manta, and I'm like, that's not it.
Yeah, I was wondering where you were going with
The
that.
Manatine? Mantine?
The
whatever.
Manatine.
So, the Manta Ray, whatever it was?
Yeah, the Man Ray.
Whatever. There was a ride at SeaWorld where, like, we laid down, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was
So-
one like that.
So...
There was 2 rides.
So the first time we rode the Manta Ray or whatever it was where we had to lay down, the entire ride, I was screaming, but like not like a continuous scream.
This was hilarious.
It
We were
was-
all laughing.
It was just ah ah ah.
He did it perfectly in like the SpongeBob voice.
It was like a SpongeBob scream type of thing,
All the way up the coaster.
and it was just continuous for me, and I just kept repeating it, the same tone, the same pitch, and everything like
He
that.
kept it. He held a straight, continuous line of screaming. Like we were all like dying.
I wonder what like other people think of us on these rides where we're just cringy, stupid little
I think
children.
they would have laughed. Even as a kid, that was hilarious. Like that was so funny. But yeah, I remembered something else.
Uh-huh.
I'm so glad I filmed these because the only way I'm able to remember some of this stuff is like thinking of the old vlogs we
Yeah,
had.
because you
There was chair wine. The only way I remembered the
I
penguins
was gonna
and
get
the
to
chair wine is because of that thumbnail where we're behind the
of the
background.
That was the penguin exhibit.
the background is a penguin. You're shirtless in the background again. Of course.
Yeah, I'm.
and then there's chair wine in the middle, and I'm just like, what?
So yeah, like, the chair wine incident.
We were wrestling.
No, we were not wrestling. I know exactly. Because I watched this video. So Tiny brought like a 6-pack or something of bottles of chair wine. I love chair wine. Best drink. Don't at me for that. So this was the same night I think as shirtless wrestling. Maybe it wasn't.
No, I think this was a different day.
It was a different night. We just happened to be shirtless again. Uh,
Well, it was hot, and we were like a bunch of guys sharing a room together.
yeah.
So you have to get shirtless.
You just gotta, when you're with the boys, you just, never mind. So, this night, Tiny is trying to do a handstand. He's not doing it. He's getting there. He was getting there. He just wasn't doing it, though. So, I'm sitting on the bed with a chair wine. And, like, I'm going to take a sip. I uncap it. And as I uncap it, Tiny tries to do a handstand, but he falls forward, and his back hits the corner of the bed that's, like, next to me. So
He was a hyperactive little ninja character.
he very was. He over the years, he's lost, like, all energy. But back then, he was a wild child.
Such an energetic person.
So I tried to take a sip. He falls, hits his back on the corner of the bed, and he's just oh. And I lean back a bit. The bottle's open, by the way. I leaned back a bit because it was funny. Because when something's so funny, you just fall. So I laugh, and I'm sitting up, And as I'm sitting up, there's video proof. As I am sitting up,
He was sitting.
upwards, all I see as I sit up is this dumb little hyperactive little caffeine addicted child in my face, and all I hear is ah! Tiny jumps on me, which causes the bottle of chair wine, the full bottle by the way, to spill all over the bed, which had white bed sheets and
Yeah.
white fitting of the bed. Everything on that bed was
Like
white.
our school scolds us for everything. So if they saw,
Yes.
and they were gonna check back over us.
Oh yeah.
To see if we made a mess.
So-
'Cause they were, like I said, they were very egotistical. We have to keep up with the Crummerton standards. That's what I'm gonna name our school. Crummerton.
so the next day happens, and it just so happened is the day we were leaving. So our teacher was coming around and checking the rooms, make sure we didn't like leave anything. So we like maneuvered the bed sheets and everything to make it so like it was hidden and like it was we folded it and everything like it was underneath it.
Yeah.
So for whatever reason, I don't know how this happened, I happened to just be alone in the room when the teacher walks in. My friends have abandoned me in my time of need.
I wonder,
So-
I wonder what we were doing.
I think y'all were taking y'all's luggage down, to the lobby.
probably.
and by pure coincidence, he just so happened to walk in when I'm the last one in the room. So he's going around, he's walking, like looks in the bathroom and you know, all the nooks and crannies, make sure we didn't leave anything. He gets to the bed and he moves like the sheets around, rustles them. My heart stopped, my booty was clenched and everything, and he said nothing. My man didn't say nothing. He just walked out without a word. I'm just like,
Did he not see the stain?
I don't know. He didn't say anything about it. He didn't say anything about anything.
Because Cheerwine, that leaves a red stain.
It was a big
That's
red
a hard red stain to get out.
Oh my gosh. It was biggin'. So, man didn't say anything about it. So, I'm like, dope, brother. I'm out. So,
We got lucky on that.
we got very lucky with the Chairwine incident. But yes, SeaWorld. I think that's where Mike saw the crane or something. I don't know.
Probably.
Because
I think that was SeaWorld.
But yes, there were penguins there. Oh my goodness. There were penguins.
You loved our penguins.
I love penguins. Penguins are my favorite animal.
We couldn't pet them or get too close.
It is
They
my
were-
life
They were in their
dream.
little endangerment,
Yeah.
their little cage.
Enclosed.
Yeah, enclosed. That's the word I was looking for.
It's my life dream to pet a penguin.
We can do that at the aquarium at Myrtle, but you say that's too expensive.
It costs $60 to get in. And then on
Oh,
top
I
of
agree
that,
with you. It's expensive, but if that's like,
and then on top of that, to pet a penguin, it's
how,
like,
how about this? On our 10th anniversary
I'm gonna go pet a
of
penguin.
going to the beach,
I'm going to pet a penguin.
you can pet a penguin,
I'm going to pet a penguin.
and you know we try to like not do the same thing twice.
I don't care. I will literally.
So like, but like
Okay,
on our
listen.
10th one, we're redoing things that we've done in memory of our older.
No, listen, I don't care.
Trips.
On the 10th one, I will pay to go into that aquarium and I will beeline it to the penguins.
Heck yeah.
I will do nothing else. I will look at nothing else. I will go straight to the penguins, pet a penguin, and die happily.
Would you jump out of a plane a second time
No.
for the 10th anniversary?
Absolutely not. We
Like,
can
we gotta revisit
we
that.
can recreate it. I'll jump off a building.
That's even worse.
Yeah. I'll just pull the chute as I jump.
Can I see those other videos on our channel?
There was like 3 of them. There was Universal Adventure, which was the night like we were walking back from the fireworks. There was there was We Made an Oopsie, which is the chair wine, and then there was the Universal recap.
yeah, where I just talk about it.
So yeah, there was 4 videos about Universal. And then random bonfire, renovating basement, finding a shed, and then
that was when we were starting our old channel, and that's the beginning of Disney.
Hollywood
All those-
Studios.
Yeah, Hollywood Studios was in Universal. I mean, Disney. I mean,
Was it really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
that's one of the main parks there. Which there's so much more to talk about in Disney.
Right.
But oh, one more thing I remember. Like I said, like we said, Tiny was like super hyperactive as a child.
Let me make sure none of these are shiny. I wasn't really paying attention.
I don't think they were.
Okay. Double checking.
You just check the Pokédex.
But him and Squid, they wrestled a lot. And Tiny, he loved this Pringles can. And he would keep talking into it while he was wrestling Squid. And he was like talking like Bane from The Dark Knight.
We were like throwing pillows and everything. He was slinging those things.
Yeah.
There was one
full-on fight.
There was one, he slung it, and I just went.
Yeah, we caught that on video.
Yeah, I remember. I was ready. Wait, this was the same year he hid in the bathroom for like 45 minutes.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we were fighting with pillows. He was slinging the pillows at us with the Pringles can, and he's like, "I surrender."
Yeah. Holding up a little white towel from the bathroom.
And then he went into the bathroom. None of us really noticed until like 45 minutes goes by. We're like, "Where's this man gone?"
Where's he at? The shower ain't running. He's just disappeared.
The light was off in the bathroom, so we're going in there. It's the only place he could be. So we're like, we don't want to go in there. This is scary. We were scared out of our minds of the kid.
We didn't know where he was at,
So,
where he was gonna strike.
We literally like checked the cupboard in the bathroom. Wasn't in there. We're like, he's got to be in the tub. He's got to be in the tub. The curtain was closed and everything. So like, we're like, I remember we're like
slowly pulling it back.
And then he's just sitting in there. He made no attempt to like yell at us or scare us. He was just
sitting in the tub. Just. Hi guys.
I can't. Man was sitting in there for 45 minutes.
It was a very long time. I don't know. He didn't even have his phone in there.
He
Like, what was he
He
doing?
was just sitting in there,
Just like dreading life. Like just. I need to calm down. I need to sit here in this tub.
What was going through his
was
head?
so
like,
weird.
I wonder if he ever
Maybe
thought,
he had
like,
a sugar crash. He's
he's
like,
like-
you know what? I'm just gonna sit here.
They do a one
I go
point
to sleep right here.
Good
I'm gonna
night.
sleep right now.
Oh my goodness.
I remember
me.
him wrestling, and after like wrestling Squid, and like Squid finally giving up, he's just like, and Bane wins.
And Bane wins.
In his high-pitched tone.
We're gonna watch these videos once we get done with this recording.
Yeah, and we should watch our Disney videos too to be like fully refreshed
we can do
on the
that.
Disney conversation.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap up here in a minute. It's getting toasty.
Yeah, it's
It's
getting
getting
hot.
Toasty in
Let's
here.
get it hotter tonight.
I'm gonna do this
Let's
one last
get it
batch,
hotter
and then-
in here.
We can end it up, shan't we?
That sounds dandy, my friend.
Delicious.
Anything else? I think I've covered everything. We keep remembering
Yeah.
very specific events.
Dude, I can't believe we forgot about SeaWorld.
I can't believe that either. We almost forgot. Like, the only way I remembered
From
that
those
is
videos.
that thumbnail of that penguin. I'm like,
Like,
wait a
you
minute.
said penguins, and like that's what got me. I'm like, oh.
And then I'm like, where did we see penguins in Universal? And then I remember, and then you said SeaWorld. I'm like, yep. There was a whole memory we had to unlock
There's a
first.
whole day of SeaWorld that we just forgot. Because, like I said, I just remember more of Disney.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just do. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, there's plenty of talk. Disney will take up a whole conversation. I'm surprised Universal took up this whole conversation.
Well, we did spend like 20 minutes talking about
The airplane,
jumping
yeah.
out of a plane.
That's true. But like I said, there's so much to talk about in Disney.
Oh, I'm sweaty.
Oh, yeah, it's hot in
I'm starting to
here.
sweat.
We're recording in the summer, and we can't keep the AC on because the mic quality. We hope you guys enjoyed this conversation of us reminiscing about our past.
What'd you say?
I can't even repronounce.
Reminiscing.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you didn't. You said reminiscing.
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 We were remembering about reminiscing.
Oh, yes. But we're going to do that again next episode as we talk about Disney.
Yeah, we're gonna keep talking about our past.
And Disney is
That was a hoot. A real hoot.
a hoot. It was a hoot.
It was a real hoot hoot.
It was a hoot. I don't think anyone ever heard. I don't. Okay. Whoa. I'm having a stroke. I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever heard anyone use like hoot like that in such a long time. It was a hoot.
Well, talking about school, I'm thinking of like old people, like old teachers, how they used to talk. It was a real hoot.
Oh man.
Whippersnapper.
I haven't gotten Squirtle yet.
I have.
I want to give up. I want to give up. I want to quit. I'm done.
I'm so glad I got it.
I'm done with Squirt.
Yeah, you're officially like in the lead for the longest egg hunt in these videos.
Thanks. Thank
Yeah,
you.
because I never passed you. You were always ahead of me on the Squirtle.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you had a head start.
And you messed up that one time, and it was great. Lovely.
That gave you a catch up right there.
It didn't give me a catch up at all. It
Yeah, it did. Because like now,
didn't
because
catch up
I was
with
at
anything.
1 out of 1,000 odds. You were like 1 out of 500. So
I can't catch up
You
when I'm already
could.
in the lead.
I was giving you a chance to catch your shiny, and I'm like, well,
I
since
was
he's not gonna get it, let me
If
get back to
anything-
the odds he has.
If anything, I was extending my lead. That didn't work.
Oh, this was a fun conversation.
It was a fun conversation. Lovely. Yeah, I always love talking about shirtless wrestling. It's always a joy. And now y'all get to enjoy it. Don't look it up. Please. Never.
You know,
No.
they probably weren't until you said that. That's what happens. You can talk about something on the internet, but if you tell the internet not to look up the internet, they're gonna look it up. So you kind of screwed yourself on
Yeah,
that one.
screw you, internet.
We could just private those videos. I'm gonna private them after this,
But then I won't.
so
be
you
able to
guys
watch
won't
them.
see them.
But then I won't be able to watch them ever.
Oh, I can send you the links to them.
Oh yeah.
We'll have a group chat. I'll make them unlisted. That way, only people with links can see them.
Sick.
I want to do that for a lot of our old videos.
Probably do that for the main channel videos.
Yeah. Our old main channel. All right, guys, we're wrapping it up. As always, I am Dit from the Ditwicks,
I am Wick from the Raisins.
and we are Drew and Raisins.
From the Ditwicks.
Goodbye.
See y'all later. Peace out.